Hey everybody, it's RowlesTheGamer. We're on episode 2 of the Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough. And now we're into actually like the nitty gritty, game of the game. So there's a lot more we can do that Metal Gear Solid 1 did not have for us. And, well, I didn't mean to alarm that guard, first of all, but hard reset. So, yeah, just kill yourself. I played this again. I think I'm pretty decent at these games, but I played this after a period of not playing any Metal Gear for a while, so I decided to keep the funny shit in. We can all laugh about it together. But here I am going to show off the plan anyway, because one of the things you can do to get extra items in this game is collect dog tags. So you hold up a guard. Yep, he gets all worried, and you point your gun at his face or his genitals, and you'll get a dog tag, and then put him down. And we're just gonna go do that every time we get to an area and collect some dog tags. The sort of stuff you'll get the infinite ammo, you'll get your stealth, you'll get I forget all that Snake gets. He doesn't get as much as the other character that we play as later. The other character gets like unlimited underwater breathing. You can get unlimited grip strength and his own version of stealth and unlimited ammo. But the tanker portion of this game, it can be long or it can be short. I've had it take over an hour when I was like playing on extreme and taking my time doing things, and I've had it go like 20 minutes when I just didn't care and was just doing it, playing through to get dog tags and skipping the story, So, this game is segmented. The whole thing doesn't take place on a tanker. As cool as that might be, that's actually a pretty unique location for a game, in my opinion. Not something you see every day. I haven't really seen it again, honestly. There are some games with missions, like, I know 007 Agent Under Fire, and I think the Medal of Honor, one of the last ones for the GameCube, where it had missions that take place where you're like on a boat, so... Of course, Frigate for N64 GoldenEye also is one. But here's a little Easter egg, too. Okay. And there's a bunch of interactive stuff in the environment, which will show off a little bit here. Just get a laugh. Guards can see your footprints, those wet footprints. So you're going to want to not track them everywhere. But you have a camera to take pictures, too. So there you go. And all these, you can hide in these lockers when guards get alerted. Some of them are locked, which you can break open to get the items inside. For example, I think that's, one of these has one like that, if I recall correctly. But there's so much you can do with environment interaction in this game. It really set the standard for a lot that came after it. Like, I remember it was a huge deal, like, how much stuff you can do. Like, you can shoot a fire extinguisher, and smoke actually comes out that'll distract enemies. Like, the shit that this never was done before. Or not nearly done as well, anyway. But let's get some dog tags here now. You can shoot all those bottles there, for example. Sorry, I was taking a swig of some delicious fruit punch I made. Ruin the TV. Like, this is so much you can do.
Freeze. Don't kill me.
Now, one thing you will notice is there are some guards that are less cooperative to surrender and give their dog tags, but there's a method to address them that we'll be getting to here, and not too far of the future. But so far the collecting's gone good. And you just go from like deck A and just start climbing the ship from there. And get a little camera tutorial here. Of course, we're just going to skip it, sneak across. And there should be some chaff grenades, which you can throw to knock out all communication and camera in the area, much like in Metal Gear Solid 1.
Freeze. If you're going to shoot.
Didn't really get the tag that time. There is in here. By going in this room, you spawn an additional guard that comes up, and he just kind of goes in, turns around, doubles back. So he's got his own thing going on. Here's the one that says, like, "Are you gonna shoot me?" Where he's, you know, you gotta shoot him with a regular gun, and then you can get the tag off him. But it just makes things a little more difficult, which I actually like.
Right, and they're linked to, let me guess, Semtex. Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors, I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship. That sounds about right. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method. There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing...
This is what I talked about with that environmental interaction. But I know where they are, so we'll go right underneath. As you can see, I'm kind of like letting shots go when I'm doing the hold up, because one of the differences between the PS2 and the 360, on the PS2 you like press the button gently to hold up and then like press it firmly to fire, and it's often easier with the 360 that I feel like the pressure sensor isn't as good. So it's often easier to just shoot by the head or something to get your hold up there kind of taken care of. It's something I've noticed ever since playing, you know, the remasters. I'm not quite sure how it feels on the PlayStation, so that's something I'll have to really kind of get into if I get a chance to with the Now, you know, the PlayStation Now subscription. Which I think if I do that, I'm going to do another year. Same way as my online PlayStation thing is renewed just yearly. And I'm going to have a lot more games open to me, too. Even though I'm way behind in games as it is. Like, I buy stuff I still haven't started. I've, bought stuff last year that's still in this year. In March of this year, I haven't started yet, so.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles.
I was going to say, yeah, that's the Atlantic Ocean.
So the prototype is ready for
Hearing those coordinates, I already knew before the game.
That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later.
Yes, it can. Let's continue the action. We'll analyze later, Otacon.